right? In the back of the room, there's a bag of shaker eggs. I encourage everyone but Ezra to get one. Ezra, I'm so kidding. I'm so kidding. No one laughed harder than his parents.
Because we know.
I said shaker, and he was already halfway down the aisle. It was great.
Do I really need a mic?
Yeah. For that.
Oh, because of live stream. I'm like my voice. Like, I might get because I'm just a very.
Ava, throw me one. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Let's get ready.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're building a better world. We're building a better world. We're building a better world. One person at a time, and the world goes round and round. Goes round and round and round, and the world goes round and round. The world goes round and round and round. We're building a world with love. We're building a world with love. We're building a world with love. One person at a time, and the world goes round and round. The world goes round and round and round, and the world goes round and round. The world goes round and round and round. Last one, we're building a world with family. Building a world with family. We're building a world with family. One person at a time, and the world goes round and round. The world goes round and round and round, and the world goes round and round. The world goes round and round and round.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom!
So wonderful to be celebrating Shabbat, our family service, our casual, come as you back from work, back from school, ready to get a little Shabbos going service. We have a lot of great people this evening who are being honored for consecration. Consecration means making it holy. And we're going to acknowledge that our learning is holy. And when we start learning in our religious school, it's a moment to celebrate. So anyone who is in kindergarten or first grade in our religious school, or who is their first year here at CBT, has been invited. And a lot of you are here, and it's wonderful to see you all. And we are going to bless you tonight. But first, your families are going to bless us, specifically the Shabbat candles. So if you are a parent or grandparent or aunt or other family member of someone who's being honored tonight, come on up here to that little station right there, and we're going to have you light our Shabbat candles. And I see that you're still sitting, but I know who you are. So, oh yeah, you too. Yeah, your family.
Go, guys.
Come on.
And if Ellen comes, buddy.
We have some guests tonight, so they're looking at their family like, does he mean us? Yes, he does.
You're okay.
All right, who do I trust most with fire? Probably Owen. So Owen, you see that silver stick right there? Grab onto that. Yep. Touch it. Touch the candle to the other candle.
Just like a birthday.
You got to make it light. Hold it long enough to light.
There you go.
Now light the Shabbat candles.
Ooh. He's doing great.
Now lick the taper so it goes out. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
stop.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Blow it.
Yeah, you can blow it out. Just there you go. Good. Great. Now everyone else. Good eye. Thank you. Everyone else. We're going to put out our hands and we're going to bring the light of Shabbat into our eyes 3 times. Achat, shtaim, shalosh.
Baruch
atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Give your family hugs and kisses and say Shabbat Shalom. Now we're all going to sit with the people we came in with. So sit with your family, just in case not everybody made it up here. We're all going to sit with our family. And if you are here with a boy child,
Yes, go bless your kiddo.
you're going to put your hands on your child lovingly. And it doesn't matter at what age that boy child is. If it's your child, it's your child. And you're going to repeat after me. Yisimcha Elohim Ke'Ephraim Umenashe. That means may God bless you like Ephraim and Menashe. Those are the only 2 boys in the Bible who are brothers and don't fight. Now, if you have your hands on a girl child, repeat after me. Yisimech Elohim Kesara Rivka Leah Rachel Bilha Uzilpa. Which means may God bless you like Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, Rachel, Bilha, and Zilpah, our ancestral mothers who have so much to teach us, so many wonderful qualities that we're learning from them. And we're going to bless you with the rest of that blessing a little later. So for now, seal it with a kiss, my favorite part. It's not complete until you give them a kiss. That's the rules. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Now we're going to we've welcomed Shabbat with light of our Shabbat candles. We've welcomed Shabbat with the blessing our children. Quickly bless your child as you come in. Just say something nice to Jordan. That's good too. And we're going to welcome Shabbat now with song Lecha Dodi.
Yalalala lecha dodi, yalalala likrat kala, yalalala b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekabeha, yalalala lecha dodi, yalalala likrat kala, yalalala b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekabeha. Shamor Yalla la 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 l'chadadi.
Yalla la 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 likrat kala. Yalla la 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 b'nei Shabbat. B'nei Shabbat nekavela. We rise and face the doors to greet the Sabbath bride.
Bo'י ושלום, עטרת בנה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, bo'י נעלה.
Adonai Hamevorach Leolam Vaed Leolam Vaed Yalalai lai lai 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 Yalalai lai lai
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Forever valayla, golel or mifnei choshech, golel or mifnei choshech, vechoshech mifnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
Most of you may be seated, except for April Akiva, who is our Director of Education, and she's going to help present our newest confirmands, our newest learners. Consencration. Oh, I jumped. Sorry, I wanted it to be May. Sorry.
He just made them grow by 10 years.
I just made you grow by 10 years, and I made it May. Isn't that awesome?
What are you thinking about?
that way you can't see their names, that's why.
put them on the envelopes already.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right.
You're handing envelopes. Can I hand baggies?
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha. You shall love the eternal your God with all your mind, with all your strength, with all your being. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. These words, which form the beginning of the Ve'ahavta prayer, teach us that love of God and learning are closely related. The education of a Jewish child is a joint venture shared by both family and the Jewish community. Children begin to build their Jewish identity by what they experience at home. Celebrations, Hanukkah, baking with family members, all those things count as a child's first taste of a Jewish education. Certainly, for the very young, the most effective teacher of Torah is not me, it's the parent. One's basic values and attitudes towards life are acquired in the home. While parents are our first teachers, there will be many other teachers in our lives, and Judaism accords them special honor. Learning and scholarship are supremely valued in the Jewish tradition. During consecration, we mark your child's entry into formal Jewish learning within the synagogue setting as we commit to partner with parents to provide a meaningful and fulfilling Jewish education, allowing children to explore what it means to be Jewish. I will now call the names of our 8 consecration students. A few of them are here and a few of them are not here, who have joined our religious school over the past year. So we have a few students who are new to the school, who started kind of in the middle of the pandemic, and they didn't get an opportunity to come be with us. I'm going to put my mask back on. Where'd it go? There it is.
Under the talit, of course, that I put on.
In addition, our students will be receiving these really beautiful consecration certificates that are signed by Rabbi Young and myself. They will also be receiving a nice little goodie bag, which inside you'll find tinsel because it's fun. Sorry for anyone who has to clean it up.
I'm not sorry.
Some
I wanted
candy.
confetti, but she said no.
Some candy because it's tradition that it's usually honey. It's tradition that when a child begins to learn and have their formal Jewish education, we write the Hebrew letters in honey and make the kids lick it, but that's too messy for tonight. So we have some dum-dums and Smarties.
That's funny. Hopefully you're more like Smarties.
I didn't even think, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that when I bought the candy.
The Torah is accessible to all, no matter whether you're a dum-dum or a Smartie.
Oh my God. I actually purchased those candies because they're nut-free and gluten-free. And they'll be receiving their first little mini Torah scroll. I'll open the box. They're beautiful. Ooh, ah. And hopefully this is something that our students will keep with them for all times. I still have mine. Okay, without further ado. There you go. All right. I'd like to call up Mabel Garcia. And I'm going to hand you your certificate, and then you get to come get a bag, and you're going to stay up on the bima.
Get a bag. Give me a bit.
Ezra Osborne. Kenzo Schwartz. There you go. Whoop, whoop. Get to come, wait, come up here. All right. Hunter Wolf.
Hunter. You're welcome.
Jordan's
That's your
supposed to be here, but I don't see her. Jordan Miller. She here? Did they make it? No.
Yeah.
There you are. You were hiding from me. There you are.
I even teased them when they came in.
Oh. You have the other one, right? And then we have a few students who are not here this evening. Hayden Barton, Blake Barton, and Isla Wall.
Hopefully they're watching at home. Everybody wave to the camera. Hello.
Okay. Since both the synagogue and the parents are partners in this endeavor of Jewish education, I'd like to invite the parents of our consecration students to come up to the bima and hold the chuppah under which your children will be blessed.
Dad, Mom, Carrie, Alan, it's Ellen Rose. Come up. All right.
No social distancing. Here, we'll make little rows. Here, if you're taller, we count. Sorry.
Hold it by corners first.
Little sis. It's okay, I like to see it. Little sis.
Maybe we'll come under. All
There
right.
you go. Get on in. Just get on in. There you are.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't resist this. Sorry.
Oh, wait, you weren't blessed yet, Ezra.
Oh yeah, I've got some words for you, Ezra. Avinu Shebashamayim, God, who is the heavenly parent of all of us. We bless you for bringing us to this holy time in the life of our children. Watch over them, God, and protect them as they move to the next stage of their Jewish life. To our children, when you entered this covenant as little ones, we said, just as you have entered the covenant of Israel, so too may you discover a life of Torah, Jewish learning, chuppah, a fitting mate by the time you're 40, and gimilut chasadim, acts of loving kindness. This remains our blessing to you this day of your consecration of the beginning of your Jewish learning. Be students of truth, and may the study of Torah always be sweet as honey on your lips. May you always know life and love. May you always pursue peace and justice, and may you always carry your precious Jewish heritage with pride and dignity. We're going to offer you a blessing that finishes the blessing we started when we lit the Shabbat candles. May God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine on you and be gracious to you. May God's face turn towards you and always grant you shalom, peace, as we say together, Amen. And we finish with Shehecheyanu, so that we bless God for bringing us to this moment, and we hope to keep being able to do this again and again and again, generation after generation.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehecheyanu lekimanu v'hidiyanu lazman hazeh. Class is going to help lead us in Shema. Are you ready, friends? We're going to close our eyes. And we're going to remember we close our eyes, right, friends, under the chuppah? Here we go. And I want to hear them sing loud and strong. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu
So you can all go ahead and sit down. Do you know why Shema is afraid of Ve'ahavta? Because Ve'ahavta ate Adonai Elohecha. You can go to...
I missed the joke, dang it.
It's okay, I'll tell it again, I'm sure. I know.
At least the rabbi's got some man of Shabbat type.
If you want to lead anything with Roddy and me, you can come stand and lead with us. Anything you want to sing, buddy, okay? He's like,
Now we continue with our Song of Freedom. Mi Chamoch. Ooh, sorry.
And friends, feel free to stand up in your seats and dance. I want to hear those shakers going. If anyone wants to dance, there's plenty of room up in the front as well. We'd love to dance. Here we go. Mi chamocha ba'eli Adonai. Mi chamocha nezar b'kodesh. Nora nehimut. Oh, say melech. Oh, say melech. Mi chamocha ba'eli Adonai. Mi chamocha nezar b'kodesh.
Ooh.
Oh, Mabel's
Are we
ready?
still- Mabel,
well, we gotta
you
do
ready?
it again then,
We
everybody.
need more?
Oh, we're gonna do Vashamru, which is a huge one for dancing. I want to see your best dancing. Hi, Mabel, where would you like to dance? You want to come over here? Or on the, you want to go on the bima? Cool. Come on. Vashamru b'nei Yisrael et
HaShabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. If I can find it. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
All right. How you guys feeling? Okay, well phrased. We're going to rise for the Amidah, and as we say, if you are uncomfortable physically rising, we all are rising in our hearts, in our minds, and with our prayers.
Adonai sefatai tikach ufi yagitehi latecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Rav Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Ata, Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach, Morid HaGashem, Mechakel Hayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berofei Chodim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishanei Afar, Michamocha Bagevurot, Umidor Elav, Melech Mimit, Umechayem, Umasmiach Yeshua, V'nemanat Alachayot Hato, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol, Atah Kadosh, V'Shimcha Kadosh, V'Kedoshim B'chol Yom, Yehallelu Chaselah, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
We continue with the prayers of our own hearts, and whenever you're finished, you may be seated.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atah melech hador lechol hashalom. Ki atah melech hador lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. V'tov b'necha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam.
Wonderful. We are going to continue with Seder Kriyat HaTorah, our service for reading the Torah. If you have a prayer book in front of you, it's on page 246. Please rise.
Ki Torah u'devar Adonai miYerushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah Torah. Baruch shenatan Torah Torah. Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Lecha הנצח וההוד, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, לך אדוני הממלכה והמתנשא, לכל
Rosh, you may be seated. When we teach Torah, sometimes rabbis rack our brains to find a great connection between the text and our lives. Other times we think of just the right words, so we get very proud of ourselves. And sometimes we find something that is phrased so perfectly, there's no better thing to do than just read what someone else has written. And in the spirit of the third of these methods of teaching, I want to read a quick word from Rabbi David Wolfand about this week's Torah portion, Bereshit, the very beginning of the Torah. When God creates vegetation, all the plants, the text says that the seed-bearing plants and fruit trees of every kind were created. God creates sea creatures of every kind, winged birds of every kind. God makes wild beasts of every kind, and cattle of every kind, and creeping things of every kind. Each time the phrase of every kind uses the same Hebrew word adjusted for grammar, and the word signifies that the many different types of vegetation, sea creatures, birds, and land animals were all created in this story. But when God creates human beings, the Hebrew word of every kind is not used at all. That is to say, there is only one kind of human being, only one kind of human. We may come in different sizes, different genders, different colors, different ages, different abilities, different sizes and shapes, but there is only one kind of person. A person is a person is a person. And an amp is annoying. So the next time we start to think differently about someone who seems different from us, or the next time we get into a debate or an argument about someone who thinks differently from us, let us remember this week's Torah portion. There are not different types of people. There is only one kind of person, and that is all of us. So we have a very, very special Torah reader today. We're going to, for the Aliyah, invite all of our religious school teachers, whether you are a present religious school teacher or a past CBT religious school teacher. We're going to invite all of our teachers up for the Aliyah Torah. And reading the Torah this evening is our very own Ms. April Akiva. So she is going to read from the very beginning of the Torah, Genesis 1:1. And if you want to follow along in your Torah commentary, I believe it's on page 18.
Yeah, you should take Belly. I get Belly.
Torah is ruled. It's okay, I know where it is.
Great. Yeah, there it is. 1, 2, 3.
Baruch et Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato.
Baruch atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, v'haaretz hayta tohu vavohu, v'choshech al panei tachom, v'ruach Elohim merachefet al panei hamayim. Vayomer Elohim vayhi or, vayar Elohim et haor ki tov. Vayavdel Elohim bein haor uvein hachoshech, vayikra Elohim leor yom v'lachoshech kara laila, vayhi erev vayhi voker yom echad.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
Yishar kochechem. Thank you so much, our teachers. And with the Torah open before us, we take into our hearts those who need a very special prayer this evening, those who need a Mishaberach. From our CBT community, we are thinking especially of Gloria Bravo, Nancy Danger, Harriet Dolgan, Larry Dratch, Adrian Greenberg, Beverly Hirsch, Ira Hirsch, Paulette Kestelman, Joan Lerner, Becky Priquette, Louis Quint, Jay Spencer, Aviva Bat Moralea, Chayalea Bat Miriam, Sarah Rivka Bat Nisan, Esther Malkachana Bat Batya Ruth, Velvel Moshe Ben Maralea. And if you have any names to add, either in the chat if you're watching from online or in the room, we encourage you to say them now. Whose names we say aloud, and all those whose names remain on our hearts be blessed with a complete healing of body, mind, and spirit as we say together, Amen. Amen. We're going to continue, we're going to put the Torah away. Before we do that, we're going to have you rise as we lift the Torah. And you're going to be able to see, hopefully, the very, very beginning where we started reading tonight, and we're going to see how much my left hand can hold.
Vezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe, vezot HaTorah, vezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe, vezot HaTorah, ושער חיים מן המחזיקים בה ותומכיה מאושר. שלום, 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 shalom, shalom. It is a tree of life to those that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom. Shalom, 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 shalom.
We continue with Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon ha'kol, l'tekin l'aleh bereshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot, ve'lo samanu כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שמחה כנרקהם, וגר עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו חולים, ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Okay. If you do not have a birthday in October, you may be seated.
Ella. October
Uh-oh.
21st.
October 21st?
It'll be 4.
Oh, right. You're going to be 4? That's fantastic. So, if you're a relatively short person, wave your hand a little so I can see that you're standing. I mean like the under 13 crowd. I don't just mean.
Ella, is your birthday in
No
October?
offense.
Raise your hand. Yes, it is. October 21st.
So we have
So we've got a few people who are standing. So we're going to offer you a blessing for your birthday and anniversary, and you at home as well. If you have a birthday or anniversary during the month of October, this is for you. May you be blessed with a safe and prosperous journey around the sun one more time this year. May you find that all of your growth is growth towards the positive, that everything that you do and learn and build in this year helps make the world, your family, and yourselves better. And we ask for blessing on this birthday, this anniversary, and all birthdays and anniversaries that we celebrate together as we say as one community. Amen. Mwah, happy birthday. You can all be seated. And when we are celebrating, the memory of those who we wish were celebrating with us is a little bit stronger, a little bit more strongly felt. So we take a moment to turn our thoughts towards those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. We remember the holy martyrs of every age of Jewish memory, from the Crusades to the Inquisition, from the English expulsion to the Russian pogroms, from the destruction of communities in the Holocaust to the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. We remember those who have given their lives in defense of our nation and in defense of the state of Israel. We also take to heart the 441 Americans who lost their lives this week to gun violence. As we remember them all, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death, and this is the only time during the service that I'm going to ask you to hold those shakers still so we can think about our loved ones. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. From our CBT community, we remember those whose funeral was within the last 30 days, for whom we are observing Shloshim. Shani Perry Abovitz Cohen, Mari Therese McGoran, Leo Capsudo, Ben Kolodny. We also remember those whose yahrzeit, the anniversary of their death, falls this week. Selma Abelson, Stanley Evan Bell, Ida Berger, Harold Boos, Henry Brooks, Virginia Kone, Murray Kramer, Morris Gittleman, Michael Goldhammer, Jeanette Greenberg, Herbert Hamrell, Susan Horowitz Hamrell, David Casco, Nehemiah Kibble, Stephen Manco, Ida Markowitz, Patricia Marks, James Olson, Gerard Radis, Linda Sadoff, Robert Sellin, Claire Bronstein-Slutsky, Henny Wax, Richard Windmiller. Are there any other names for Kaddish this evening? The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we rise together to recite the words of Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish, on page 294. 294. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divarach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru.
Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'alam Ulamei Amaya.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudashah
Barichu.
le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata ta'amiran be'alma v'imru.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
May the one who creates peace in high places bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all the world, to which we say,
Amen.
you may be seated.
Hello, I'm Marnie Orsburn, representing your board of directors. I'd like to first thank Richard Snur for being our usher this evening. And then on behalf of the board of directors, I'd like to say Mazel Tov to our consecration students. Shabbat Shalom.
And one announcement that actually just came up very recently. On October 10th, so 2 Sundays from now, there is a very special community-wide concert sponsored by the OC Board of Rabbis, the Jewish Federation, and a number of other organizations. Cantor Ozzy Schwartz is coming in from New York. He's the one that did Adon Olam to You'll Be Back, if you know that video from a few years back. It is at Shir Hamalot, and all of your local cantorial clergy, we will all be singing in the concert a special song. So you'll see me and Cantor Natalie Young, Cantor Reinwald, and a number of other clergy in the area. So we're all joining together for this very special concert. It is a free concert. There is outdoor seating and indoor seating. More information, you'll find it in the bulletin. I hope you read your bulletin. And all you have to do is an RSVP is required. Masks are also required in both indoor and outdoor at the concert. So you can always send me an email after Shabbat if you have more questions or read your bulletin.
I also want to say thank you to Alan Osborne for helping us with services tonight. Congratulations. Yeah, let's give him a shake. You've just earned yourself a spot in our choir, in our Purim spiel, and we're really happy to have you. Also, thank you to April Akiva for leading our Torah service tonight. Congratulations, you've earned yourself the ability to read Torah every week. So next week April's gonna read from Noach. It's gonna be awesome. So we hope to see you all back here next week at 7 o'clock. Oh, right. Speaking of Noah, I'm going to say that in the microphone. So this week in religious school, 2 days from now, it's Noah week because it's Parshat Noach, where we read the story of Noah and his wife Joan, and we're going to Joan of Arc. Yeah.
That was a dad joke.
Yeah, that was a good boomerang dad joke. So we're going to celebrate by dressing up as our favorite animal. Mine is Batman, and we're going to have puppies here. So hopefully outside, or maybe in April's office.
Rabbi, I figured your favorite animal would have been Crypto.
Crypto is that's a good one too. Crypto is Superman's dog.
And there
10
are
puppies.
10 puppies coming.
10
Amazing.
puppies. 10.
Okay, anyway.
We're going to finish with, and Mazel Tov to all of our consecrants tonight. We are so proud of you.
Amazing.
You've really, not only did you do such an amazing job with Shema, yes. Not only did you do such a great job dancing, but when you were sitting with your families, you were so beautifully behaved, and it is so wonderful to see such well-behaved prayers in our sanctuary. You can come in here anytime you want. We're going to conclude with Oseh Shalom.
And we hope you can get up and dance as we sing this song. Oseh Shalom Bimroma.
We are going to rise for Kiddush and Motzi, and we're going to call our consecration students to come on up here and help me out with Kiddush and Motzi.
Ezra, go ahead, bud.
Nice. Come on up, bud.
Anyone who's got a brand new certificate, come on up here.
Very good. Thank you, Jordan. Jordan's in charge of the juice.
We do the challah last so it doesn't get jealous of the juice.
Smelled it. I smelled the challah. It smells great, guys.
You start. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvoto v'ratza banu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahavat ratzon himchilanu. Zikaron le'maaseh bereshit, ki hu yom tefilah le'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, ki banu bacharta, v'chanu kiddashta, b'kohanim, v'shabbat Behava u'ratzon im'altanu, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. Ezra, you want help? Pick it up, pick it up. Whoa, chocolate
I
chip.
smelled it. It's really good, guys.
Okay, he knows.
Baruch
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom.